Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all well. So it was so good this week to get back to the bookstore. I haven't been for, I think it's 2 weeks now due to our last lockdown. So very good to get back. It was the first time I've had to wear a mask while I was working though. That was interesting. I've been very lucky compared to a lot of people in not having to wear a mask a lot because I do get to stay at home a fair bit. So yes, I feel for you guys that work 9 to 5 having to wear them all the time because tell you what, my face lost a lot of weight through all the sweating. So yeah, so these are the bits and pieces I got from the books this week. So I've got A Man in the Iron Mask, the dust cover, just because there's something about dust covers. This was in one of the books. This is Paris Opera on this, but I'll use this. This would go really cool as a page pocket. And in it was this beautiful, almost looks like a watercolour, copy of a watercolour probably, Paris Opera Garnier, something like that. I'll look up and I will know better. So yeah, that's really, really pretty. So maybe for a French themed journal. And then my workmate found this. So this is a postcard from France by the looks. That's really old. La Devinière, something like that. Very, very old. And then we got, this is a different one. I haven't seen one like this. 2004. And there was a map for America, I think it is. Hang on. Portrait USA, it says. A huge map, and I can never say no to maps. I've got so many of these things, don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I can't help but keep them anyway. Then there were a whole lot of these little, sort of like magazines of arms. Antique Arms Catalogue, this one. So this one's not too good because it's glossy and the pictures aren't that crash hot, so I don't even know if I'll keep the one like that. There's this one. It says 1990 up the top there. That one's not too exciting either, as you can see. But then there were these ones, which I think probably aren't too exciting either, but 91 is the date on that one. These are better. These will be great for collaging, the way they're typed like that. Pictures are getting a little bit better. I think those will be for collaging, so that would be very similar. There's another glossy one here. But then there were these ones, the Journal of the Arms and Armour Society. March, June 1973, these ones. They're semi-gloss, but not bad at all. And the pictures in these ones are much better. Oh, beautiful diagram. Now, I'm not into guns and that sort of thing much, but I know that there are a lot of people who are, and especially antique arms. So I do pick up this sort of thing. That one didn't have a lot of pictures in it. Some of these have better pictures, though, I'm sure. Because I know I saw some that had the individual gun pictures. Oh, this one looks good. There we go. So I thought they were something a bit different. There was a complete works of William Shakespeare. I've got one of these. I think I've got one that's heaps old. This one's not as old, but it's got a leather backing. It's not in very good condition by the looks, but it feels really nice. I do like these cover parts, so I might try and restore that somewhat sometime. Not that I know anything about book restoring, but 1958 this one is. So, was that a picture? Yeah, got some pictures, which is nice. So those pages will be all right to use too. This is Tess of the, it's not Ubervilles, is it? Something, Thomas Hardy. It's a bit, not the best cover, unfortunately, because I quite like the embossing on the front. This is 1942, Tess of the D'Urbervilles. D'Urbervilles? D'Urbervilles. So I will take some of the first pages out of this. There's not much else in it, really. This is Matchett's Sexy Foods Passionately Crafted. I grabbed this because it's like recipe cards. So they can be taken out and just slipped into pockets in recipe journals, that sort of thing. If not, I can always use them as bases that I collage over for journaling cards. And if there's a recipe I like, I can keep the recipe. This is a lovely cover. The Heroes, Charles Kingsley, love that cover. So I'll definitely reuse that. Presentation thing in the front. So 1924 it was presented. To my children, Rose, Maurice and Mary, a little present of old Greek fairy tales. So there's some age spots happening on the outside of it. But yeah, I'll use the cover on that one. 9 Poets. Now, my workmate spotted this and asked if I wanted it because it has lots of writing in it, so we couldn't sell this one. So I thought I wasn't going to, but then I thought, why not? Because one day when I have time, I'm going to sit down and read some of them, and if they've got a part in them I like for a journaling card or a page or something, then I will take it out and use it. This is a set of My Garden magazines from 1940-ish, 1935, 34, 35, so around then. And they are old, but look at that picture. Is that not cute? So it's mainly text with a few little pictures, but I reckon I'll use the text in these 2 back tags and stuff. And then the pictures are nice vintage pictures. These were on the front trolleys for someone to take if they wanted them, but I don't think anyone would take them, so I took them. Early Spring, so that's a poem about spring, which will be nice. So this one's got heaps of ads in the back by the look, so they'll make beautiful little embellishments. So they're a really good find, and I'll put them in that bag to put away afterwards. Just thinking of which books go out in the lounge. When I go out there, I'll take them out, because I've got a whole lot of bookcases out there. Probably Shakespeare. No, I'll leave him. All right, and then the next lot, these are mainly ones that I grabbed for covers. So we've got Tom Brown's School Days. Now, I actually have 2 of those. My covers are awesome, aren't they? Especially that one. So this one was presented in 1922 to Tom Bass, it looks like. Had to read that again because I went out with a Tom Bass once. And I'm thinking, hang on, he's not that old. Too much information, Nat. So it doesn't actually have a date. Love the picture. I like the font. It's got some little pictures in there. It's really good necked pages are. I think I'll use those pages, but I just love that cover. This is the other one. It's got a different picture. That's beautiful. This one's 1957. And again, it's got lovely pages and some nice colour pictures on that. This one is Power Without Glory by Frank Hardy. So yeah, this one's purely for the cover. Nice size. It's a nice width for a little journal. Same as this one, just like the cover. The Possible Dream. It's nice as well. I'll keep the words. And these pages would be quite nice to do some stamping or watercolouring on. And then there were a whole lot with these beautiful covers. It's hard not to grab ones like this, isn't it? Because they are gorgeous covers. So this one is The Deer Slayer. And then we've got this beautiful cover. Neville Shute Complete Works. Reject, it says there. The Far Country. Charles Dickens Complete Works. Beautiful. And this one, which is Papa on a Chain by Alistair MacLean. I love that. So there's some lovely covers there. There was an illustrated guide to gardening, Reader's Digest. Love the start pages on these, real pretty. What's this, 70s or something? Does it say? Maybe on this page, Nat. 1982. Oops, sorry. So yeah, they have illustrations. If I saw this in a shop, I wouldn't buy it personally because I do have a few of these that I've grabbed before. But when I see them going out, I grab them because they do have a lot of cool stuff in them somewhere. I do like that one. There we go. Now we're getting into the colour ones. Actually, the size of the page on these is quite nice to make pockets. Fold over like that, make some floating pockets with. Might end up doing something like that with this one. And the pretty pictures. The New Recorder Tutor. So just a music book. Lost Adelaide, a photographic record. So Adelaide is the main city here in South Australia where I live. I live about a 30-minute, 40-minute drive, or 30-minute drive from Adelaide, depending what the freeway's like. So I like this because it has your vintage pictures. Now, to go with my antique arms books, there was this huge one, which is a Treasury of Modern Small Arms. As I said, not my thing, but some people must like this sort of thing. So I grab them. Not that I haven't ever shot a gun. I did grow up as a young child with my two older brothers, and my father used to take us all out spotlighting on a friend's farm when I was young. So I do have what I would call a healthy respect for guns and the use of them. Did it say what date they was? 88, this one. But the pictures are pretty cool. They're big, most of them. There are some smaller ones that can be used for journaling cards. Might use some in my glue book. So next I've got National Geographic weed. I always grab these just to go through and see if there's any pictures I want for glue booking or my journals. A Scrabble workout. Interesting, I've never tried these, but I thought this would be nice for collaging anyway. Might give it a go. Do like Scrabble. The Collectible 70s, a price guide to the polyester decade. So again, I thought maybe glue book, collage fodder. This was in there. It's software, 700,000 clipper images. I thought that might be a bit of fun to look at and play around with sometime. So it looks like they're in okay condition. So I might have to have a look at that sometime. There was white Fang. I don't know why. Every time I see a copy of this, I have to grab it. But then it sits on my shelf. I don't read it. I have read it when I was a child. It was one of my favourites. So I think that's why I keep grabbing it. But, yeah. Now, there are a couple more for the covers. Beautiful. Eye of the Tiger. This is The Strange Land. And this one is Neville Shute Complete Works. Again, we had that one before. There was this, the Arthur Rackham Diary, 1984. So it's got some beautiful pictures. So Arthur Rackham is the person who illustrated this. Oh, they're embossed, those ones. Beautiful fairy pictures. Alice in Wonderland. So that's gorgeous. There were these two children's books, Servants of the Spring and Flower Fairy Tales. I think it has a 79. I just like some of the illustrations, something a little different to put in the fairy books. They'll make good pages folded. The light's annoying me. Oh, it's better down there. So I've got some sweet pictures. There's this huge top dive sites of the world. So ocean pictures, and they are gorgeous pictures. Some smaller ones which would make nice journaling cards, and then you've got your bigger ones as well, but the colours are beautiful. Something like that for the glue book. I'm always interested in doing glue books just to use weird stuff like that in them. So yeah, this will be great for that sort of thing. It's Our Wildlife in Peril. '83. So they're nice pictures. They've got nice colouring in the background. Restoring Old Houses. 1868, I don't think so, Nat. 1979. But some of the pictures of the old houses I really like. And some of those pictures are quite nice. Of the door handles and little bits like this as well. And the illustrations. It's quite interesting. And I have this one I like, the Encyclopedia of Horror Movies. The complete film reference. Yeah. I don't know why I grabbed this, but I did. I love that though. That's cool. I did once when I was in a group where we were swapping journal signatures with each other. We did do I don't know if it was a swap for a signature that was, I think it was authors or favourite authors or something like that, or books. So I did one themed on horror stories, or I think it was Stephen King themed, the one I did. That was fun. 1986 for this one, so you've just got your pictures and the information from all the whole. This is going to be so cool to look through and see how many I've actually watched. I'll have to write a list of the ones I haven't seen. It's just a whole lot of ladies screaming by the looks. It's funny. I was going to get this one, and then I thought, well, it's one of my national animals, so kangaroo. A whole big book on the kangaroo. $19.85. Looks like all the pictures are on that side. I lie. Some nice pictures though, that's sweet. Tell you what, they're big boys when they stand up on their hind legs sometimes. Even the local mount that we have here, and last time I went for a walk around there, we spotted one not far away from us. And I grabbed the Reader's Digest Gardener's Encyclopedia of Plants and Flowers. I've got so many books that have these sort of pictures in, but this one's a hard one to pass up because it has stacks and stacks. These pages are quite nice too because they're matte and they're your cream colour, so they'll be quite nice to make envelopes and that out of. But look, you've just got thousands of plant pictures. So I wasn't going to leave it behind. And then one of my favourite finds I left till the last one, and it is Chandeliers and Billy Tea, a catalogue of Australian life from 1880 to 1940. Look at that, it's really cool. Fountain pen, typewriter, it's almost like your Sears and Roebucks, isn't it? It's like, but bigger. Not as many pages, but bigger size wise. So I think that would probably be my favourite find for this week. So I hope you enjoyed that book haul and that you're staying safe and well. And hopefully I will be on crafting in the next few days. Take care, guys. Bye.